So I've just gotten back from the Headphone Connect event and I can't believe that I've never been to one of these before. Headphone Zone has hosted multiple events like this in the past and they are continuing to do so in the future. In fact, this was their first event for 2020 after about 2 years. So they are going to be coming back to my city, but they are due to come to a whole lot of other cities along the year. So before I tell you wherever else they're coming this year in the country, let me tell you how my experience was. So for the few of you that are wondering why this was my very first Headphone Connect event, well, to put it simply, I'm a bit of an introvert. I obviously didn't look forward to interacting with many people, and at the same time, there's a certain aura or level of snobbery that's usually attached with the audiophile hobby. Or at least that's the way I felt about it, because a lot of the older people that I had met or people in their middle ages in the hobby were usually, very nose up in the air. So anyway, I decided to bite the bullet and I did eventually order my ticket. Fast forward to the event day, I did land up at the venue, do the regular registration, and from the get-go, the very first person I met was nothing but smiles, so it did feel very welcoming and very warm. And this specific event was sponsored by Beyerdynamic, so it was really nice to see I think it was the entire lineup of high-end headphones as soon as you enter. So this was like a little listening booth, so to say, but you could shift from headphone to headphone. And of course, this room was filled with high-end audio equipment. So before I decided to get my hands on some of the expensive audiophile gear, I remembered a comment that Amarnath sent me on one of my videos. He requested me to check out the KZ ZS10 Pro. Now, I had never interacted with this brand before, but I went over to the counter where Praveen was standing. He was handling all the IEMs. And I decided to give the KZs a listen purely because Amarnath mentioned it, for one. And two is, I realized that these have about 10 drivers in them for a ridiculously good price. So I did give them a listen and they do genuinely surprise me. I mean, the fact that you can listen to audio at that kind of price is close to unbelievable. Now, how long that product's going to last is a whole other question, but I do hope I can sometime get my hands on these earphones for a quick review. So as far as I remember, Praveen was handling all the IEMs that cost anywhere between 2,000 to maybe 80,000, or I think well over a lakh. Now, I didn't go into the IEM segment and decide to listen to a whole lot of stuff. It was just a few that he had suggested in that price range, because I usually review models within that price range. And I'd be interested to compare some of these with the regular TWS earphones that I normally review for you guys, just to show you what the difference is between a TWS earphone and a genuine audiophile set of earphone, even at that price, because there's so much more you can get if you're a hobbyist and if you're dedicated towards getting much better sound than features. They of course did have a whole lot of closed back headphones. They had planar magnetics, electrostats, dynamic, of course, right across the board. This room had lakhs worth of equipment in it, so it was interesting to be in a room with this kind of aura. The one thing I did go with the sole intention of doing was listening to a set of electrostats and planars, purely because I'd never heard this kind of driver before. I've always been listening to dynamics because that's the most common driver. So when it comes to the planars, I did listen to the Odyssey LCD5s. They do have their own characteristic. It was very interesting to listen to a planar magnetic, not just for the way they fit and feel. Odyssey is on a level of its own, but the science involved in planar magnetics is definitely very different to a dynamic driver. If you are also somebody who's in a similar boat as me, who just wants to experience what different kind of drivers are, maybe the Headphone Connect event is something that's just for you. And then when it comes to the electrostats, I tried out the Stax L300s. I was quite surprised that they go at the price that they do, but then again, you have to pair them with their own energizer, otherwise you're not going to be able to drive them with a regular traditional amp, be it a desktop amp or whatever else. You do need a dedicated energizer to drive those. Considering how much they cost, they are absolutely beautiful to listen to. So I'd love to be able to spend more time with these kind of headphones at some stage. Maybe I can plan a visit to Headphone Zone store in Bombay and bug them for a little while. So Headphone Zone's own Varun was handling this entire segment of electrostats and planar magnetic headphones. Usually these guys are quite busy with what they're doing because they are actually interacting with so many people. They've got their own things to do, but at the same time, it's not like you feel neglected, because they do take the time out to interact with you and answer certain questions you have about certain specific headphones, specific amplifiers. If you do want to ask them what the best pairing is for something that you have at home, they're more than willing to help you out with it. And I was really, really impressed to see that these guys, the way they handle their stuff. So If you've been to any of these bigger stores like an Apple store and so on, 90% of the time you ask a guy a question, chances are you know more than that product than that individual does because you've researched it online, right? These guys are not like that. These guys are genuinely dedicated to this audio equipment because you can throw any question you want at these guys, be it statistics, be it characteristics, be it build, anything you want to ask. These guys know what they are talking about because they are spending all the time they can with these products to know them through and through. So it was genuinely interesting. It felt rewarding to be able to talk to these guys who are so willing to give you that amount of knowledge about these products. When it came to the snobbery, there was absolutely 0% of it here. So all in all, I didn't really interact with a lot of equipment. I didn't want to. So it was just the L300s, the LCD 5s, the KZ audios. I think I used CCA at some point. Praveen had handed me one of those. So one of the last things I obviously did want to go to was the Beyerdynamic stall, and purely because one of the first headphones that ever pulled me into the hi-fi segment when it came to headphones in particular were those headphones you see over my left shoulder. These are the Beyerdynamic DT990, and the ones I have must be at least 7 or 8 years old by now, and they are the reason I got into hi-fi when it came to headphones. So I did listen to the Beyerdynamic DT1990, and they were more than what I imagined them to be. They're super crisp, super detailed. But the set of headphones that did pull me into them at the Beyerdynamic stall was the DT900 Pro X. They did kind of take me back about 8 years, because I remember the first time I listened to these headphones, it wasn't at a store, it was at home. And the thing is, it wasn't about, hey, I've got a set of German headphones, or it wasn't the bling factor about how good they looked. It was that entire emotion of being able to listen to music the way it sounded, the way it should have sounded from the beginning. And these specific headphones, the DT900 Pro X, somehow took me back. It was almost like I strapped on a time machine around my ears, and they took me back to that emotion. And just listening to those for about 5 or 10 minutes made me want to own those headphones really badly. When it comes to this whole event, it was all about this. It was about the experience. It was about interacting with people. Everybody I interacted with there was just terrifically warm. It didn't feel like I was talking to strangers really, because all of us shared the same common ground. All of us were looking for better audio, better sound. There's so much attached to audio. It's not just about listening to good music. It's about feeling feelings, you know, and it's just an amazing thing to bring people together and be able to share an experience like this. And the guys at Headphone Zone, the fact that you guys are doing this is just the icing on the cake. And I'll, in fact, through the magic of editing, I'll just throw up all the other cities and all the other dates that they're looking at having this event across the country. If you're somewhere there, or if you're traveling and you've even got 2 or 3 hours to spare in any of these specific cities, please make it a point to book your tickets and go and experience this specific experience. There's nothing really like it across the country. We do not have hi-fi showrooms. We do not have hi-fi places where we can go and try out equipment like this. Headphone Zone is more than happy to have you across with your DAPs, your DACs, your amps, whatever you want to take, and pair it with different headphones or different hardware there. They're more than happy to have you there and try these out. It's a very cool environment. It's worthwhile meeting people there and just experiencing what you're experiencing. So if ever I do bump into any of you at one of these events, don't hesitate to come and say hi. I'd be more than happy to come and say hello and chat about absolutely anything under the sun when it comes to audio. And of course, if you do like what I'm doing on my channel, remember to like and share. It does help the channel. And thank you for tuning into Paul's POV for some sound advice.